Hey, kia ora, Helen Brahms here, coming to you live from Tampa in Florida for the final time on this trip. Hope you're all having a super fantastic sparkling day. Welcome to Before the Dirt Nap podcast number 1291, Family Time. It's been a really, really good trip. Have enjoyed every moment of it, including all one delay that we had with one flight, the hassles of getting the rental car, but it has been a fun visit with the wedding yesterday, and then today I got on my mastermind call for the first hour and 45 minutes, and then I left to go over to the place where my sister-in-law was with her kids, and they had this beautiful big house down on a lake. It was gorgeous and had this huge family room area with open kitchen. It was fabulous, and we were just all able to just sit around and kick back, relax, and just be with each other, which was fantastic. And Morgan and Jeff were there as well, our bride and groom. And they had leftovers from the wedding, leftover food from the wedding. We had some wedding cake there. But basically, we just plopped down and just chit-chatted and caught up with each other and just had a blast. It was awesome. A very relaxing way to spend the day. But this is because this is family that I don't get to see very often. So it was good to be able to just kick back, relax, shoot the breeze for a few hours. And then we went down to the waterfront and went out on this little narrow path thing onto this jetty and took some pictures out there. And but I'll tell you this, I walked back across the jetty and was just standing in this backyard, in a massive backyard. And Milo, who is Jeff and Morgan's golden doodle, he was having fun just racing around and reminded me so much of Zeffie. I thought Zeffie would love this place. Then I was looking at the little hedges that they had along each side, and I thought, should be fine figuring out a way to get through those and then go and explore the rest of the neighborhood. But at one point I was sitting inside and Milo comes up to me and I'm sitting in one of the recliners, these nice big recliners. I went, oh, comfy. I could have easily gone to sleep in one of these. And Milo comes up and there's a armrest thing between the two recliners, and he gets up on his front paws and just starts licking my face. So I got a doggy bath, lots of doggy kisses. It was awesome. And then as he's licking my face, he's climbing up into my lap. So I had this big 50-pound dog sitting on my lap. And then he decided, oh no, I need to turn around. And so I was giving him scratches, and he just slowly turns around and then just slides off and goes off and visits with other people. But when we were out in the backyard there, I was just standing there, and because the wind had picked up and the rain clouds were coming in, and just basically just stood there with the wind coming directly at me, getting all the cobwebs blown out. It was, and just being in the moment, watching the cloud formations, feeling the wind just blow over you. And it was like 86 degrees. And surprisingly enough for Florida, it was not that humid. It was tolerable. But yeah, so then we started going inside and hung out for a little more. Than I thought, it's time to get going. And so started the rounds of goodbyes that took like about 30 minutes. Because then we had to take more pictures and all that sort of stuff. And they also had Morgan and Jeff had brought over this telephone that you can pick up, and you can record a message to the bride and groom, and then they're going to have it recorded onto a vinyl so they can play it when they want to. And there was a guest book there to sign as well. And I'm like, well, where was this at the wedding yesterday? And they go, I said, no, there was no signs, no nothing. Nobody said anything about go in that room and leave the bride and groom a message. Go in that room and sign the guest. I said, there was nothing of that. And they said, oh. But I said, that's okay. I'll go do it. So I did go and do that. And I came back and I said, okay, I got to, because yesterday morning I sent Morgan a video and just wishing her all the best for the day and for her and Jeff for the future. And I did the same when Leor got married in November. I sent her a message as well. And I said to Morgan, I said, okay, that talking into that telephone and leaving you a recorded message was much more difficult than doing the video that I did for you yesterday. And she's like, really? I said, yeah. I said, I got no clue what I said on the audio, but hopefully it sounds okay. But I did write them a little message and all of that too. So I'm glad that they had it there, so I was able to leave that audio for them and write a message in their guest book for them. But yeah, it was kind of funny. And then they apparently had a photo booth as well, which no clue about that either, or where it was or anything. And so I was just like, but the wedding was awesome. It didn't matter that I didn't know where the photo booth was. It didn't matter that I didn't know where the guest book was or anything like that. I just had a really great time connecting with family and just being present, being in the moment, and enjoying every aspect of it. And then today was pretty much the same. It was like, okay, you need me to do it, I'll go do it. But we just had just a really good time sitting down and connecting and talking, and people we don't get to see very often. It was just a wonderful, wonderful afternoon. And then I said I needed to head back because I was starting to fade, and I thought I still got a 30-minute drive back to the hotel. And I go to walk outside, and it was raining. Yes, get out there, do a little dance. Everybody else was getting ready that didn't live there were getting ready, that weren't staying there were getting ready to leave as well. And so we did a little dance, had a little, did a little dance in the rain, and then got out of there. On the way home, I thought, oh yeah, I need to find a Target. And thought I remembered where the Target was close to the hotel. Nope, I ended up on this huge tiki tour around this area of Tampa. And I was like, I'm pretty sure. I'm like thinking, okay, I'm pretty sure I've gone past it. So I ended up finding the road that the hotel was on. I thought, I know this road. So I'm just going to go back to the hotel first and figure it out. Have a break, have a shake, and figure it out. And so the road, I was on this road for ages, and I thought, okay, I know this road ends up where the hotel is, but how far? And I get to a stoplight, and I check on the GPS. I was only 1.3 miles away from the hotel. Yay! So I get to the hotel, come up here, and my jeans that I had on were literally falling off my hips. I was having to hold them up. Now these jeans have slowly been getting looser and looser over time. And I'm like, okay, I cannot wear these on the flight home tomorrow. So, which was one of the reasons I wanted to go to Target was to get some jeans. And so I thought, okay. So I came in here, I grabbed a shake and sat down, read for a little bit, just took a breather, picked up my phone, had a look at it, and found out where the Target was. I was going the wrong direction. So finished my shake, finished the chapter I was reading, and went down, hopped in the car, and got over to Target. Found the jeans and found a size that fitted, but the legs were too long, so I had to go find the petite size because I have short legs. And got them, and I thought, oh, these feel really, really good. And I thought, have they got a second? And they were 50% off. Yes. But they didn't have another pair in the same size, and they were black because my last black jeans that I had, I absolutely loved them more than everywhere and completely wore them out. So when we get back home, the pair of jeans I had on today will be laundered and then donated because I don't have any use for them anymore. And I have another pair exactly the same size as these ones, which are about 6 inches too long in the leg for me. So they'll be getting donated as well. So yes, I was kind of annoyed they didn't have 2 pairs because I would have quite happily bought 2 pairs for the price of one. But got that and just wandered around for a little bit. And I thought, I was thinking of the cruise coming up, and I thought, oh, I don't have my large suitcase with me. It's in the storage in San Diego. And then I said, well, let me go check the price. And then I was like, hang on. The carry-on, the piece of luggage I bought with me is a carry-on size, and it had enough stuff in there for 4 days. And it wasn't full, and I did not have it's got an expansion, a 2-inch expansion piece. I thought I didn't even have the expansion piece expanded. How much more do I need to take for a 5-night cruise? And so I thought, if I need in a pinch, I have another carry-on size bag that I could use and just do the 2 of those. So I'm driving, so I don't have to worry about checked baggage or anything like that till I get to the port. And so I figured out, if it really spills over into 2 bags, I'll just take the other carry-on size that I have. And so I thought, yeah, don't need to worry about that, because I was going to get a suitcase, put my little suitcase inside that one, and they get free 2 bags. I get 2 bags for free checked with Southwest, and so I thought, I'll just do that. And I was like, we're just going to leave it at the 1 bag that I have, not going to buy any others, and if I need a second bag, I have one, so that's not a problem. We can cope. And but then I was like thinking, oh, but you got to take shit, and I was like, nope, we are not buying another. So I just walked out with I didn't walk out. I did stop and pay for my jeans. I didn't just walk out, and got back here, and there are so many kids running around. Oh my gosh. And these kids, and they're riding the elevators, and they're hopping off on different floors and going up and down stairs and all that stuff. And I'm like, oh, great. And so got on at the first floor. Oh, these kids came out of this elevator, so I got into the elevator, and this gentleman got in with me, and we're both going up to the same floor. And then we stopped at the second floor, and this kid gets on, and I said, where are you going? So up to 5. And so we're all going up to 5. And so I looked at him and I went, didn't you just get off the elevator on the ground floor? And he was like, no. He says, you have a twin here, because the sweatshirt was the same, the shirt was the same, the hair was the same. I knew it was the same kid, and he was not going to admit to me that he was the same kid, because he didn't want to get into trouble for like riding elevators and stuff. And but I knew it was the same kid because I had made eye contact with him when he got off the elevator on the ground floor, and then for him to be on the second floor. And I said to him, I says, have you got a twin? He goes, no. He says, I don't have any twins. And in the back of my head, I'm going, yeah, because you're the same kid, the one that I saw. He goes around and says, oh, yeah, that was probably my twin brother. And that way he wouldn't get into trouble or anything, but whatever. But we heard, as I was waiting for the elevators, there was a group of people before me, so they went up in the one before me. And I wasn't going to cram in there. And I heard one of them saying, oh, I was just talking to them at the front desk, and they said they've got a team of cheerleaders coming in. It's like, I am so glad I am checking out tomorrow. So, yeah, it's going to be a lively Sunday here tomorrow. But I'm ready for bed. But I'm going to go get everything packed. My flight's at 10:45, so I'm engineering backwards as to what time I need to leave here. I'll be able to have breakfast before I leave. So what I'll do is get everything packed up, ready to go down, have breakfast, come back up, grab my stuff, take it out to the car, and head to the airport and return the car, and then get through, get the bag checked, get through security, and go find me a new book, because I am almost finished the book that I picked up in Phoenix. So yeah, I'm almost done with that one. So I will need another one on the flight to Phoenix. Let's put it that way. Whether I finish that one before I get on the plane or I finish it on the plane, I'm going to need a second one. And I have my handy dandy seat table thingy here, so I can pack my pockets with my snacks, and so that they will be ready. So that'll be ready to go, and all that stuff too. And I don't have any liquids in there, so I don't have to take them out. I just remember to empty my water bottle before we leave tomorrow, so I can refill it when we get through security and everything. That's it for Tampa. We are a wrap in Tampa. Oh, so we're out of here. We're signing off from Tampa. I hope you all had a super fantastic sparkling day, and I will catch you guys tomorrow from Phoenix. Be back in Sun City tomorrow. Yeah, I just have to remember not to get on the 17 when I get back, but to go along the 10 to go up the 60 to get home, so that I avoid that whole mess that's going to be on the 17 tomorrow for Super Bowl, because apparently I'm arriving in town before the game starts, so it shall be interesting. Anyway, have a super fantastic sparkling weekend, rest of your weekend, rest of your evening, and we will catch you guys tomorrow evening from home. Hej con era.